All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Today, I plan on having a wonderful show with you, and we are going to be talking about something, and I want to see if you can guess who I'm talking about. All right, but before we start, I'm going to go ahead and drink this can of Red Bull here. Hmm, because Red Bull gives you wings. All right, so I want you to take and sit back and relax and guess who am I talking about? All right, are you ready? Okay, here we go. The global the global population is over 8.2 billion people. That's how many people are living on this planet. 8.2 billion. And roughly half the world is female, about 49.7%. Who do you think I'm going to be talking about? Do you know? Can you guess? All right, can't guess yet? There's no reliable definite number for black women worldwide. In the United States alone, as of 2023, there are 48.3 million people that identify themselves as being black. Of the black population in the United States, approximately 52% are women. Who do you think I'm going to talk about today? So, whatever the global count is, it's enormous and underestimated in most narratives. So, who do you think I'm going to be talking about today? You got it right. I'm going to be talking about our beautiful black women of the world. That's what this show is dedicated to. Talking about the beautiful black women that are in this world or in our past. So let's go ahead and take a snapshot of some of the black accomplishments that black women have done in the past and present day. All right, so let's see who's the richest um, black woman or business leader. And that goes to Tony Towns Whitley, is one of the few black women to lead a major defense technology corporation called SAIC in science and engineering and technology. We have Wanda Austin, was the CEO of the Aerospace Corporation and the first African American woman in that role. Then we have Mae Jemison. She was the first black woman astronaut. So we had black women in outer space. Wow. In the military and medical and high command, we had Nadja Y. West, was the first black female active duty major general, first African American female surgeon general of the United States Army. That was Mrs. West. Then we had Marcellite Harris. She was the first woman to achieve the rank of Major General in the United States Air Force. So to tell it how to be what the generals are, there's up to 4 stars, and there's a saying. It goes, "Be my little general." So B would be a brigadier general, my would be a major general, L would be lieutenant general, lieutenant lieutenant general, and then G would be general. So she had 2 stars on her shoulders. For politics and public office, we have Kamala Harris, the only black woman to have held federal executive office. She was vice president. In Congress, there are 29 black women currently in the U.S. Congress. Shirley Chisholm was the first black woman in the U.S. Congress. She's passed away, but she was the very first one to be in the U.S. Congress. Let's look at arts and culture and performance in sports. Well, we have the countless Ella Fitzgerald. We have Toni Morrison. You have Beyonce. You have Oprah Winfrey, who's a billionaire. You have Maya Angelou. You have Serena Williams, which is straight out of Compton, her and her sister, right? Didn't live that far away from me. We have Simone Biles. At the 2024 Olympic, the women's floor exercise podium was all black women. And it was Rebecca Andrade, Simone Biles, and Jordan Chill. Okay? Great, great accomplishments. And these are just a few highlights. The list goes on and on and on. So now I'm going to introduce you to uh, our AI for today, and she'll tell her name and everything. Let's see if she's here. Are you here? No, she's not. She's not saying anything. Let me regenerate her, and see if she'll answer. Okay, are you here today? Hello? Are you here? AI, are you here? She's a little slow here. I was going to ask her a whole bunch of questions, but I don't hear her saying anything yet. Let me try again. Maybe she's asleep. All right. AI, are you here? Hello? Hello, AI, are you here? I don't hear her. I'll try to wake her up one more time here. AI, are you here?
I'm right here. Whenever you're ready, just let me know what you need and I'm ready to jump in.
Okay, can you tell us what your name is? Is it Shania?
Yes, that's right. You can call me Shania. I'm here to help and answer any questions you have.
Can you tell the audience who are you?
Of course, I'm Shania, an AI assistant designed to help out with information, answer questions, and support your projects. I'm here to provide insights and engage in meaningful conversations with you and your audience.
Okay, we're going to be looking at the highlights and accomplishments and the positive things for Black women. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you ready for some questions?
Absolutely, I'm ready to go. Feel free to ask away, and I'll do my best to highlight those amazing accomplishments and provide thoughtful answers.
Okay, here's the first question. Tell me about someone, past or present, whose story about perseverance and success inspires you deeply.
One powerful example is Maya Angelou. Her life story is incredibly inspiring, overcoming significant personal and societal challenges and still becoming a renowned poet, author, and civil rights activist. Her perseverance and success are a beacon of inspiration for many.
And do you know any others?
Absolutely. Another remarkable figure is Shirley Chisholm, who was the first African American woman elected to the U.S. Congress and also the first African American woman to run for president. Her determination and trailblazing spirit have paved the way for countless women in politics.
All right, very good. Second question. What are some contributions by Black women in science, technology, or medicine that most people don't know about?
One notable example is Dr. Mae Jemison, who was the first African American woman to travel to space. Another example is Dr. Patricia Bath, who was an ophthalmologist and innovator known for her work in laser cataract surgery. There are also many lesser known contributors like Dr. Alexa Kennedy, the first African American female neurosurgeon. Their achievements have had a profound impact on their fields and often don't get the recognition they deserve.
All right, thank you. The third question is, in your view, which Black woman in leadership, that's business, government, or nonprofit, are under-recognized today?
One example is Rosalind Brewer, who's the CEO of Walgreens Boots Alliance. She's a trailblazer in the business world, but doesn't always get the spotlight she deserves. Another is Dr. Helene D. Gale, who's the president of Spelman College and has an extensive background in public health and nonprofit leadership. These women have made significant contributions, but often remain under the radar compared to their male counterparts.
All right. How did the work of historic Black women, especially in civil rights era in the early 20th century, lay the foundation for progress now?
The work of historic Black women like Ida B. Wells, Mary McLeod Bethune, and Fannie Lou Hamer was instrumental in laying the groundwork for civil rights and social justice. Their activism in the early 20th century paved the way for later movements by advocating for education, voting rights, and equality. Their resilience and leadership created a foundation that continues to inspire and drive progress today.
All right, very good. Can you share a personal or community level example where a Black woman's leadership changed outcomes?
Absolutely. One notable example is the work of Dr. Regina Benjamin, who served as the U.S. Surgeon General. She made significant impacts on community health, particularly in rural and underserved areas. Another example is the work of local leaders like Angela Rye, who's been influential in political advocacy and community engagement. These women have truly transformed outcomes by leading with compassion, expertise, and dedication.
All right, what obstacles do Black women face uniquely when pursuing high offices, like political or corporate, and how are they being overcome?
Black women often face a combination of systemic barriers, including racial and gender biases, lack of representation, and limited access to networks and resources. They often have to navigate stereotypes and doubly challenging environments. However, they're overcoming these obstacles through building strong support networks, mentorship programs, and advocacy groups. Additionally, increased visibility, allyship, and policy changes are helping to level the playing field and create more opportunities for Black women in high offices.
All right, very good. Which Black woman in the arts, music, writing, visual arts, have pushed the boundaries in the ways that shifted culture?
There are so many influential figures. For example, in literature, Toni Morrison profoundly shaped cultural narratives with her powerful storytelling. In music, artists like Nina Simone and Beyonce have broken barriers and influenced entire generations. In visual arts, Kara Walker and Faith Ringgold have used their work to challenge and expand cultural perspectives. Each of these women has made lasting impacts and shifted culture in unique and profound ways.
All right, tell me about a Black woman in sports whose journey reflects resilience, leadership, or mentorship beyond just winning.
A great example is Serena Williams. Beyond her incredible achievements on the tennis court, she's been a powerful advocate for gender equality and racial justice. She's also been a mentor to younger athletes, using her platform to champion causes like maternal health and body positivity. Her journey is a testament to resilience, leadership, and impactful mentorship, both on and off the field.
Does Serena have a sister, and did they live in Compton?
Yes, Serena Williams does have a sister, Venus Williams, and both of them grew up in Compton, California. They were coached by their father, Richard Williams, and their upbringing in Compton played a significant role in shaping their careers and resilience in the sport.
You know, I met both of the sisters because I had an airplane at the Compton airport, and they used to play tennis at the old beat up tennis court right behind the Compton airport. And I met both of them and put them on my TV show. I think they were like about 8 or 9 years old, and both of them had hair full of beads and stuff. And the dad would sit there and practice, and the kids would come around and watch these two girls play one another. They were fantastic, and they were born and raised in the same town that I was in Compton, California. All right, our next question. In your experience, how have Black women in grassroots activism shaped social or political change, like local, national, global?
That's such a cool personal connection. In terms of grassroots activism, Black women have been at the forefront of major social and political changes. For instance, figures like Ella Baker played pivotal roles in the civil rights movement, helping to empower local leaders and shape movements from the ground up. More recently, activists like Patrisse Cullors, Alicia Garza, and Opal Tometi co-founded the Black Lives Matter movement, which has sparked global conversations and policy changes. On local levels, Black women have driven change through community organizing, advocating for justice, education, and healthcare reforms, consistently shaping society at every level.
All right, and our last question for this segment is, how do you see the next generation of Black women, teens in the 20s, innovating differently than previous generations?
I see the next generation of Black women. I think the next generation of Black women will innovate in even more dynamic ways thanks to advancements in technology, increased access to education, and more platforms for visibility. They're likely to leverage social media, digital entrepreneurship, and intersectional activism to create change. They're also more connected globally and are bringing fresh perspectives to fields like STEM, arts, politics, and beyond, ultimately paving the way for a more inclusive and equitable future.
All right, I think Black women are beautiful. What do you think?
I absolutely agree that Black women are beautiful both inside and out. Their strength, resilience, and contributions are truly inspiring, and they definitely deserve celebration and recognition.
Hey, Shania, could you do just a real quick summary of what we talked about today and say it in Spanish for my Spanish speaking audience?
Claro, hoy hablamos sobre los logros y contribuciones de las mujeres negras en diversos campos, desde la literatura y la música hasta la ciencia y la política. Destacamos figuras inspiradoras como Maya Angelou, Shirley Chisholm, Serena Williams y muchas otras, y también exploramos cómo las nuevas generaciones están innovando con tecnologías modernas y un enfoque global. Espero que les haya gustado.
Can you say the same thing again, but say it in Japanese?
もちろんです。今日は文学や音楽、科学や政治など様々な分野で活躍する黒人女性の業績や貢献についてお話ししました。マヤ・アンジェロやハリー・チズム、セリーナ・ウィリアムズなどインスピレーションを与える人物を取り上げ、また新しい世代が最新技術を活用し、グローバルな視点で革新を進めている様子にも触れました。お楽しみいただけたら幸いです。
Can you say it again in Chinese?
当然可以。今天我们讨论了黑人女性在各个领域的成就和贡献，包括文学、音乐、科学和政治等方面。我们还提到了像玛雅·安吉洛、莎莉·齐兹姆和塞琳娜·威廉姆斯这样激励人心的人物，并且探讨了新一代黑人女性如何运用现代技术和全球视野进行创新。希望大家喜欢。
And finally, can you say it again in French?
Bien sûr, aujourd'hui nous avons parlé des réalisations et des contributions des femmes noires dans divers domaines, allant de la littérature et de la musique à la science et à la politique. Nous avons mis en lumière des figures inspirantes comme Maya Angelou, Shirley Chisholm, Serena Williams et bien d'autres. Et nous avons également exploré comment les nouvelles générations innovent grâce aux technologies modernes et à une perspective globale. J'espère que cela vous a plu.
All right. Well, Shania, I want to thank you for being on the What's Up show. And I hope that you come back and do segment number 2. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be here, and I'd love to come back for segment number 2. I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it. Thanks again for having me.
All right. Thank you. Good night. And for you people out there, good night and what's up? What's up? What's up?
Absolutely. Good night to you too, and to everyone.